Hi, and welcome to Simon Heals. My name is Simon. So, yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon here in Koh Samui, Thailand. I'm at Anahata Resort, which is my detox and healing resort here. And actually, I just said it's a beautiful afternoon. It's just starting to rain. Um, So the last few videos I've done, I've been talking, just exploring a little bit about law of attraction and some of my takes on it. I know it's a subject that is kind of widely talked about and nothing new really, but as part of the whole healing process, I think it's so important to really appreciate that everything that we experience outside of ourselves is really a reflection, a mirror back to us of what's on inside of ourselves. And so often we're looking to fix things out there, thinking that once we've done that, that we're going to feel better and we're going to be healthier. Whereas actually, this needs to happen the other way around. That we focus on ourselves internally, and then that vibration that we send out, that energy frequency that we send out, then starts to draw to us those those kind of experiences, relationship situations, that in turn make us feel good, make us feel better and happier. And then we get into this upward spiral. So we feel better, we feel happier, our vibration rises, we're sending out a better vibration, and then the external experience, it gets even better. So it just kind of gets better and better and better. The opposite of that is that we're not feeling good within ourselves. And so that gets reflected back to us in terms of our experience and our relationships, on our health, etc. And then we feel worse, and then we get into this downward spiral. And my experience is that it's either one way or the other. Unfortunately, you know, it never seems to be that we can just kind of be at this kind of place where everything's just, how can I say, in this. We're always in movement. We're always in, energy's always flowing. We can't stop that energy. We can't say, okay, life's good now, I'm feeling good now, I just want everything to stay like this. How many times have you tried to do that? And of course, it never is. We have to energy has to keep moving. So we either keep that moving in this positive kind of direction, this upward spiral, or it's going to go into this downward spiral. So the last video, I was talking about language, and the importance of the language that we send out. This is just sharing this beautiful beach with you here. This is Lipanoi Beach in the on the west coast of Koh Samui, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's so quiet, you can see here. Just kind of talking about language. That's right, and particularly in the last video, about just being really mindful with our words, and certain words that we use that we think have a certain meaning that is kind of positive, and we think that we're using words that are kind of like aligning us with kind of like positive results. in terms of manifestation, and actually they have the opposite effect, you know. And one word which people use so much is want. And we were talking about how the word want actually means absence of, you know. So if I want for something, it means I don't have it. So every time we use the word want, we're actually reinforcing the word that we don't have. So in that way, you're actually pushing away from you energetically the very thing that you believe that you want, that you're trying to manifest, you know. And how we can replace that word with, sorry, I need to drop my camera, phone. So how we can replace that word with a word like intend or will, shall. And then I shared with you something that was taught to me fairly recently. And this just works absolutely brilliantly. We can take this even further by asking a question such as, why do I already have? So what you're doing there is that, in a way, you're collapsing time. So rather than talking about something that you're intending as a kind of future experience, a future manifestation, you're actually asking the question from the perspective of that future, of why is it already my experience? Why do I already have? You know, why do I already have money? Why do I already have an amazing relationship? Why do I already live the life of my dreams, etc., etc.? And I wanted to share with you an amazing example of this, and then really kind of get onto the topic of this actual video today. So when I first came across this a few months ago, I just asked the question, why do I have an income of 120,000 baht next month? I can't remember if I asked this month or next month, whatever it was. This was back in December. Now, bear in mind that it's been extremely quiet here in Thailand for the last couple of years. And yeah, income has really kind of ebbed and flowed, and ebbed more than it's flowed, I must say, you know. So when I said that 120,000 baht felt doable, but felt significant, and certainly more than I've been receiving in any 1 month over the last couple of years. But I made this intention, and I said these words: why do I have an income of 120,000 baht next month? And literally the next day, I received a phone call, totally unexpected phone call, someone that I'd never heard from before, the last thing that I really expected, inviting me to teach a group of 10 students for Reiki levels 1 and 2. Now, normally my charge for that would be, I can't remember, about 180,000 baht, I think it would be. And the lady asked me, you know, if I could do a kind of good price for that, as it's a group. Now, normally I don't like to discount too much when I'm teaching Reiki, because for me, it's really important that people value that. But I'd remembered this affirmation that I'd made the previous day, and I just said, okay, 120,000 baht, and she agreed to that. And so literally within 24 hours of making that statement, that affirmation, then that manifested. So I wanted to share that with you as an example. And this really leads me on to, I think I'm going to walk along the beach here a little bit. And so that really, let's go this way. So that really leads me to what I wanted to talk about today specifically, which is something that we could refer to as beginner's luck or first time lucky. I don't know if you've heard of either of those kind of phrases, and also what the Buddhists refer to as the child's mind, having a child's mind, and I don't know. Have you noticed in life how so often the very first time you do something, it just goes well? You know, whether it's a game that you're playing or something that you try, it goes well. And I have for sure. And I used to think that in a way it felt like a little kind of wink and a nod from the universe giving me that kind of like encouragement with the new project, or there's something new that I was starting. And I still kind of feel that there's an element of that in there. But the more I've come to kind of understand what we can call the law of attraction, I've come to also have a different understanding of what's happening there. And so I'll share that with you. I believe that's what's happening is the very first time we do something, we have this beginner's mind, this mind of no preconception and no expectation. And so, which eliminates, to a greater degree anyway, doubt. And so our vibration, the frequency that we're sending out, is one of at least openness to potential, if not a kind of certain degree of positivity and hope. You know, I'm doing something new. I think, I feel really positive about this. And then invariably, certainly in my experience, what can happen then is that after that, things start to kind of go downhill a little bit with whatever it is, so the first time goes really, really well. And then after that, there's a certain degree of expectation because the first time went really well. And so with that expectation can also come a degree of fear that next time it's not going to go so well, or I'm going to get it wrong, or something like that. So this is really where that kind of idea of just nurturing within ourselves that beginner's mind, that child's mind, maintaining that kind of curiosity and maintaining that sense of potential in everything that we do, and kind of really not getting caught up in the what if I get it wrong and what the consequences may be. And I really do believe that this is an important aspect of mastery of our own experience. And so going back to my example about the manifesting the income. So if I was to go into doing that for the following month with okay, well, I was lucky first time, but this time I might get it, I might not be so lucky. and what if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to have enough money and blah, 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 and all that stuff, then it's not going to happen. So I need to go into doing that the next month with the same kind of sense of lack of expectation and potential that I did the first time. So yeah, that was really my message for today that I wanted to share. I hope that makes some kind of sense to you, and at some level you can, maybe from your own experience, resonate with with what I've said there. And if not, I hope you've enjoyed this walk along this beach in Koh Samui with me. Thank you so much for listening. Link below or email address below if you'd like to contact me, to connect with me. I'm available both in person and online for healing sessions, Reiki healing, Theta healing, cutting the ties. I'm also a certified Reiki master teacher, so I teach Reiki at all levels, certified Reiki at all levels. I'm a spiritual coach, and here if I can be of service in any way at all. So thank you once more, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Stay well. Bye-bye.